Hello, everyone. Welcome to our StreamYard. I am Pedro and I'm with Santi here. Today we have a very interesting topic. Our topic is home staging tips for coastal versus inland properties. How do you stage them? How do you set them up for the market? They're completely different types of properties, and we're going to give you a little bit of insight on both and how you can tailor each one. Santi, you want to go ahead and get us started?
Yeah, sounds good. Well, first of all, my the first thing that I would consider doing for both of these type of properties is to declutter and depersonalize the property. You want to make sure that the home is cleared out, that it looks nice, clean, and that it doesn't, have a lot of personal pictures, stuff like that. People don't want to, feel weird walking through your home thinking it's like a stranger's house. If it doesn't have all that, personalized stuff in there, it looks more like a home that is, you know,
That's for them.
staged. Yeah, exactly. Like it could fit them, unlike it looking like a stranger's house. So basically, and of course decluttering. You don't want to walk in and have trash everywhere or make it look too busy. You don't want the potential buyer to feel overwhelmed in the property and have to, worry about that while they're looking at the place. You want them to have a smooth, normal open house or look at the house, whatever it is, and not have to be thinking about like what is this all this mess or what is uh it's got a weird environment to it. So I think decluttering any like excess items, those have to go, as well as depersonalize. Something that is very important too when, depersonalizing religious stuff, if it could be put away, stuff that could, have different views to different people, that could also affect for when people are viewing the place.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. We'll move on to the two types of properties and themes on them. So we'll start off with the coastal properties. I think the coastal properties, it's very important to have, soft colors, give it like a beachy ocean color. You want to have soft colors that match that outside lifestyle. So coastal properties usually have like an outdoor vibe, and that's what you kind of want to go for. You want to have, big windows. You want to be able to have light that comes in. Um, just
Mhm.
that beachy lifestyle. It's very important to have those things. What do you think, Santi?
Yeah, no, definitely agree with that. You want to make it look like you're almost outside, but inside.
I think that if you have a patio or a yard, you want to make sure you stage those as well. That's very important because people, when they have like a beach home or something, they're going to be outside most of the time. So you want to tailor to that and make sure your patio yard is, you know, staged as it should be.
Yeah,
It's not really focused on the indoor, it's kind of more on the outdoor.
yeah,
Um, but you also don't want to give it like overly theme it on that coastal
yeah,
decor. You don't want to put like anchors, ropes, like everywhere around the house. Like one or two is okay, but you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to give it too much of that uh, of those decors everywhere around the house. You want to make it simple, and you got to stage it just perfectly.
yeah. Agree. I agree with that. Something else now that you talked a little bit about the coastal, I want to go ahead and touch base with something about for both of them again. I know you're kind of going more in detail with one and the other, but
Yeah.
let me jump back into a little bit about both of them. You want to make sure you deep clean the place as well, the house, that the property is nicely deeply cleaned. Like I said earlier, like with the decluttering and the removing like personal items, deep cleaning is probably the most important thing when you're gonna have, you know your home staged. Even before you have the staging items or organizing, you need to have the place deep cleaned. deep cleaned is the most important thing. You need to make sure that the windows are clean, that everything looks perfect, so that when the person that's interested in buying the place goes, they can see themselves in there. You don't want them to have to think there's so much trash everywhere or give it a negative impact to the property because it is not deeply cleaned.
Yeah. And now I'll go back to
The inland properties.
the inland properties
Yeah.
compared to the coastal properties. So they're completely different. For the inland, you want to create more of like a warm living space compared to the outdoor coastal type of property. For inland, you want to create something cozy inside, just that focuses on like the essentials. You know, you want to have the kitchen, which is spacious, or like make it look spacious, not too much, but just the essentials. Um, and you kind of want to embrace also the local character wherever inland it is. You want to tailor it to the area that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Santi?
No, I agree. I agree completely. And on top of that, basically highlight those key features of the property. You know, whether it be coastal or inland, whatever those key features that you have in your property, those got to make sure that you're pointing them out, that they're the main point of the house. If you have an amazing kitchen, make sure the kitchen looks, you know, in top shape. If you have a great patio with a big pool, you know, that also, will make it look good. So highlighting those key features is very important as well.
Yeah. Like I said, for the coastal, the colors for the coastal, or they're more like neutral or soft colors. Now, for the inland property, you want to have neutral but cozy colors, like maybe soft green, beige, gray, something that feels cozy and inviting without like overwhelming the space.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
something
want
you
to
have to
you
watch.
want it welcoming. You want people to feel welcome when they go in there, and all these things basically help you, reach that goal of making it look like a welcoming environment, and that they can go in there because those first impressions really do matter when they're walking in. As soon those first things that they see are basically gonna be the stepping stone to what they think about the rest of the property.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure everything is nice, that the furniture arrangement is, you know, you don't have, you know, something laid out in a way that it doesn't fit well. You want to try and see what's the most ideal and best spot for furniture, stuff like that, so that they can see themselves in those spots. So
Yeah. Do you have any other points you'd like to?
yeah, also some other good points that I think are important. You know, we talked about those key features, the bathrooms and the well are also important, just like the kitchen. The bathrooms, making sure that you use fresh, you know, towels, that it looks, you know, in like it's livable. So and that it's nice and clean. All
Even
those key
even the
features.
smells that you have, like say like candles and stuff, could be tailored to those properties.
Exactly.
You can have like a smoky kind of apple warmth for the inland, and then the coastal property you can have like a beach, like salty type of smell. You wanna tailor it to its location.
Yeah, and those little things, those they'll remember. Potential buyers remember those little details
You know.
and could make a huge difference when it comes to selling your home. You know, like I said, with the some other points for the kitchen could be, making sure that the countertops are clean, that there's fresh towels, maybe a bowl of fruit, a vase with some flowers on it can make it a little like pop a little bit more. For the bathroom, that there's a small basket with towels, make the bathroom feel like a spa, basically, so that it attracts all the buyers and that you're getting best out of your home when you're
Yeah.
selling it.
Yeah.
And they don't have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna have to fix this or I'm gonna have to change this other thing when I move in, which might affect, you know, your selling price or what people think of the property. So you
Yeah.
want to make sure you set the right mood, and especially staging being such a big thing in doing that.
Yeah.
So you don't just want to stage for a space, you want to stage for a lifestyle that these people are gonna have.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that's basically, you're on point with all your staging points.
Yeah. Correct. Any other points that you can bring up?
No, not really. But all these points are great to help potential buyers see the home's full potential. You want these buyers to see the place and be happy or have a vision of it being their house. You don't
Yeah.
want them to feel like they don't belong in that place, that it's dirty, or that it gives them a negative impact. You want these staging to be done right.
Yeah. And obviously, if you guys have any questions on staging or anything, we have a lot of experts on staging that we can help you with. So you can always give us a call. You can always text us, whatever you need. We can help you find the right staging for your home when it comes time to sell.
Exactly. And there's even, for those houses that are empty, virtually staging is such a big thing now too as well. For pictures, if you virtually staging is also another great resource that people can use. You know, if they don't want to have the place staged and it's empty, virtually staging can help attract some clients just by looking at the pictures that are posted online and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, you do want to have your home staged if you can, having it staged so that when people actually go to the place, they can make themselves feel somewhat living in that property. So,
Yeah.
okay, all right. I think I got all my tips out for home staging. I think it's very important and it's not talked about enough in the real estate atmosphere. But staging is such a very important point.
Staging could make the amount of money you get greater than if it's not staged.
Exactly.
You can get better offers for your
Exactly.
home.
Exactly. Yep. It does. All right. Well, thank you so much, Pedro, for starting this StreamYard.
Of course.
Always a good time. So we'll be here next week with a new topic, and looking forward to seeing you guys all again. Hope you hit a thumbs up on Facebook, hit the subscribe. We'll be back next week with another video. So
See you guys.